Hey guys, once again I am shirking my responsibility in order to bring you this video. So why am I here today? I am here to bring you part of the rest of my Black Friday haul. Yes, see, the thing about shopping online on Black Friday is, as many of you may know, you don't get the stuff in your hands on Black Friday. You have to wait a day or two, or a week, or a year. Wait, wait for it to come in the mail. Waiting, and it's here. Thankfully with Amazon I paid the $40 extra to keep it another year, and I have Amazon Prime, but thanks to me paying $40 a year more, I also have access to the instant videos on there too, which would be handy if they weren't pretty much all on Netflix as well, making me wonder why we even have Netflix. I'm paying for the same thing twice! But I do get the free 2-day shipping with Amazon, so it's worth it to me. Because even if I don't buy much over the next year, since I'll be broke, I don't know. Just a few things I will be buying, I think it's worth it for 2 days free shipping. And yeah, anyways, some of these I got on Black Friday. Well, one of them I got on Black Friday, and the others I got before Black Friday. And consequently, some of them came, I think 2 of them came like on Thursday or something like that. And it is now Wednesday, the week after. And I just recently, today, got the one I got on Black Friday. So I got 3 Blu-rays here. Each one was $5. I have some more coming on the way from an order I made on deepdiscount.com. Yes, even they had some deals that I couldn't pass up. Yeah, the nice thing about having to wait, though, is that, it gives me an opportunity to make a lot of videos. For all you who went out and got your stuff on Black Friday and did one video about your entire haul, it's like, that's cool. But, thanks to the built-in requirement of having to wait and getting things on different days, I now have fuel for a plethora of videos. So, I am not wanting for ideas or anything like that, as it were. So I regret nothing. But anyways, on to what I got. The first Blu-ray that I picked up for $5 was The Matrix. And the reason I picked it up is because I recently sent my Matrix Blu-ray digibook to Chris, Aficionados Chris, for the intro that came before this video, mostly because he hadn't seen it yet. So I was like, you haven't seen The Matrix? This is something that needs to be remedied right away, even if it means giving you my digibook of The Matrix. And as I've said many times in the past, I am not really a fan of that digibook in particular because I don't feel like they went into enough effort for the book portion of it, But, yeah, comes with the same special features here. It's the same disc and everything, but it was $5 instead of, majorly expensive for something that's not, in my opinion, very much worth it. So, yeah. The Matrix Blu-ray, glad to have it back in my collection. I knew I was going to get it back in my collection eventually. I just didn't know how I would go about doing it, when it would happen, what the price would be. So lo and behold, 2 weeks or like a month later, after I send him the digibook, I find out that, it's going to be $5 on Black Friday or around Black Friday. And yep, that's how I picked it up. Next one I picked up was Gran Torino. Of course, an awesome, I was about to say Hitchcock, an awesome Clint Eastwood movie. I mean, there's something about this where the first time I watched it, I was like, that was awesome. I got to get this and show it to my mom. So I got her the DVD and she never watched it. And the more I thought about it, I was like, well, it wasn't amazing or anything like that. And, you know, there were a few, more than a few scenes, just like racial slurs and just really negative attitudes and stuff like that. And I know my mom doesn't really like that kind of movie, even though it has an uplifting ending and stuff like that. Yeah. So for some reason I was just like, I don't know, maybe it isn't as good as I thought it was. But then recently I've been thinking, I really want to go watch that again, but all I have is a DVD and I'd really like to see it on Blu-ray. So lo and behold, when I found it for $5 on Amazon, yeah, I couldn't pass that up. $5 for Gran Torino, and it looks beautiful. I watched it just the other night because, as I said, I've been wanting to check it out again. And yeah, I still like it. I feel like the plot overall is honestly kind of weak, but it's still badass just because Clint Eastwood is himself a badass. And, you know, I mean, there are just a few scenes in that movie where you just can't help saying, fucking A, you know. Comes with a bunch of special features as well, so $5, wasn't going to pass that up. Last but not least for this video, I have two more coming up in another package that I'm waiting for. Was the one I got on Black Friday, the day itself. I stayed up until 8:30 in the morning to get this one. Basically because I didn't want to leave the house, and I didn't know at first that they were also selling it on Walmart.com for the same price, and I could have gotten it on there for $5. And by the time I had figured that out, if I remember correctly, they were sold out by then. Another thing that pissed me off about that was that I went searching through Walmart's Blu-ray stock, their Black Friday Blu-ray stock, literally like a half hour after the sale officially started. I got to the end of the list, like the 32nd page or something like that. It was in the last few pages, basically. And I saw, my eyes beheld something I did not expect and that I had not heard about anywhere else. All Dogs Go to Heaven and The Secret of NIMH Blu-ray for $5 each. Excuse me? And I looked and I'm like, but no! Out of stock? How is it already out of stock 30 minutes into the sale? How and why? Who must I destroy? I mean, nobody, who the hell heard about this? I didn't hear about this, and I have been following the Black Friday sales for a freaking month! What the hell? This was like kept hidden, kept secret, kept safe. And yet, somehow, within 30 minutes, BAM! Everybody just like, got it. That pissed me off, because if I had known about those, I would have freaking bought those. Oh, man. Great transfers. I mean, they're getting like really bad reviews for the transfers, but what they don't realize is that these are not like the Disney movies. These are on film, you know. So you're reviewing the film print. You're not reviewing the animation itself that's underneath the film print, as it were. You know, that they were done differently. The transfers were done differently. But the thing to take away from this here is that the film itself is in, if not brilliant shape. I mean, there are some, from what I understand, some pops and scratches here and there, but, you know, the representation of the film itself is beautifully grainy. It is just brilliant. It's the best you're going to get for these kinds of movies, right? So, I don't know. That's just like, I don't know why they're getting so many negative reviews when, honestly, that's what you're going to get. That's just the way it is. And on top of that being just the way it is, it still looks absolutely beautiful, so you're out of your mind to think, or even to think you can give it a negative score based on something that erroneous. But anyways, I digress. Now that I have gone on to a completely different subject, let's get back to the Blu-ray that I bought for $5 on Black Friday. Inception. Of course. This is the one. This is the one that everybody was like, oh, I can't wait to get that one. Now, a lot of people I know already had this in some way, shape, or form, and so they weren't too interested in it. But I have been broke, and I haven't been able to afford, $15 or more for a Blu-ray like this, for a movie that was awesome like this, and beloved by most, if not all, people in the universe, meaning that it was going to be very expensive no matter what you did. So, for people like me, $5 for the 2-disc, it said it was a 2-disc edition of Inception. I was pleased as a pig in poo-poo. I was very happy about this. And I'm glad to have it in my hands right now. One thing I noted about this $5 Blu-ray is that it was in better packaging than the others. The others had the eco cases, and I was fully expecting that, with all the new movies that are being put in eco cases nowadays, that this one would also be put in an eco case, even though it had extra discs and stuff like that. But thankfully, they haven't gone quite that far yet. So, I believe that's the digital copy, like that slip of paper itself is the digital copy. And then on the other end, we've got the Blu-ray itself, and if I can get this to go without destroying the packaging, got the special features disc. I know, doesn't that look... The special features disc looks like the digital copy, because usually they have that little... That's like the design for the digital copy disc, but that's literally just a special features disc. And then on this side, it appears we have the DVD. Now, I was not aware this came with the DVD. Maybe this DVD is just the digital copy itself, and it doesn't say digital copy on it. It doesn't. It doesn't say digital copy on it. So that's why I'm saying, is this the DVD? Because I didn't know it came with the DVD if that's the case. I just knew about the Blu-ray and the special features. Where did the DVD come from? And if it is the DVD, awesome. If it's a DVD and it's actually just a digital copy, not so awesome, because it would be a pain in the ass to get that off of there. I'm thinking that Warner Brothers does the online digital copies that you just download off of their website and stuff like that. So why would they also put the disc in there, So I'm thinking it is the DVD. But then why would they list it as a 2-disc set if there are 3 discs in it? I don't know. All I really care about is a sturdier case than most, and I finally have Inception on Blu-ray in my hands for $5. The next two I'm getting were also around $5, but I had to pay shipping on them because it was deep discount, and I don't have any special thing with deep discount like I do with Amazon. So it came to about, I think, $5, maybe $5.50 each, something like that. Which on one of the sets you're going to be like, what? You could have gotten that for cheaper. But I don't really care. I guess it was stupid of me, but again, I didn't want to go out to the store to pick that up. I'd rather pay the 50 cents extra to have them ship it to my house, And then the other one that I got, which I'm not going to tell you about yet, I'm just going to tell you that it was one that I didn't see on sale anywhere else this Black Friday, and it was definitely another one of those cases where it was the lowest price I have ever seen it for. So I knew that I didn't really, I guess I kind of sort of wanted it for myself, but mostly I wanted to get it for a gift for somebody in my family. So, yeah, I'll show you that when I get it. Anyways, Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Peace. And I just recently, like today, got Inception for